this. Oh. Cleanliness, order. Cleanliness and order. Presentation. Ah. Fuck you, pillow. Stop. Stay. No. Fuck you. Hello, everybody, and welcome. Today, I'm going to be reading Wattpad. The long-awaited journey into the depths of Wattpad. Sin. Do you know what sin is? That's what we're doing. We will be embracing that. I'm going to be a little sussy baka. I'm going to read some smut. This has 69 views. This is by Choke X Brat. So shout out to you. It is ongoing. It was last updated a day ago. And here is the description. 4 devils, 1 mansion, 4 maids, 8 lovers, a very sexual outcome. The boys are all British. And then it has a warning with a lot of very sus terms that I will not read. Let's do this. This is not fair. He shouldn't be able to do this. We were always on time with the rent. I could kill him, Jess screamed as you all walked through the very wet and muddy woods. Oh, we're in the woods. I like where this is going. Calm down, Jess. Screaming won't make this better. Raven, at least we were prepared in case something like this happened. We've got at least $900,000 saved. $900,000? We're almost millionaires? Well, they are. What? Okay, alright, I'm cool, rich. Alex, that money is only gonna last us so long. We've got to find a job somewhere. All of you continue to walk until you reach your joint treehouse. We live in a joint treehouse? This is so cool. Codename Kids Next Door. And I'm number 1 because I'm the best. Let's rest up. We can figure out our next move when we wake up, Jess says as she climbs the ladder to the door. Before any of you could get in the door, you all hear a chainsaw nearby. Oh, you have got to be kidding me, you screamed as you all looked to see workers chopping down trees. Raven, no, you can't cut this tree. It's our home. Oh no. The workers ignored Raven's words as they came over to cut down the tree with all of your treehouse above. Stop! Stop! Everyone starts to look around to find who yelled out. Before long, you all see a man walking towards the tree in an elegant suit with sunglasses on. Is this Danny? That sounds like something Danny would do. A suit with sunglasses in the forest. That's totally Danny. Soon, 3 other gentlemen joined to confront the workers. Oh, so the husbands are standing up for the treehouse. Leave this tree be. You will not cut this one down, the man said with a tone that showed he means his words. The worker said, Sir, with all due respect, I don't think that. Before he could finish his statement, the white-haired gentleman sliced his throat. What? That's Danny. He's the only one of us that doesn't have dark hair, and he just killed a man. You all watched in horror as the worker dropped dead within a second. Does anyone else have an issue with my orders? The man's voice echoed throughout the woods. Everyone shook their heads and stood silent. Why don't you girls come down here and talk to us? He slowly looks up at all of you with a devilish grin upon his face. Fear struck all of you while you slowly joined the men on the ground. Oh, snap. I'm here. It's me. This was me. I say, oh, I apologize. Where are my manners? I'm Sir Arnie. Sir Arnie at your service. But you can just call me Arnie. I'm William. Nice to meet all of you. My name is Brandon. How are you, precious? Brandon called you guys precious. Will and I were just narcissistic about it. We didn't address you guys as anything like Super cute. We just said, hello, it is me. That is all that matters. We are in your presence. You're welcome. Brandon's flirtatious eyes scale all of you up and down. Brandon, chill. Brandon, if you're watching, Brandon, chill. Brandon is my sussy baka. What's going on here? And why is the white-haired one so damn quiet? Wait, Danny's quiet? Arnie says, oh, that's Danny. Just between you and me, he's the most deadly out of all of us. Whoa, okay. Nice to meet you, you say as you reached your hand out looking for a handshake. Danny just stared at you with the most evil look upon his face, with an eyebrow raised. He doesn't seem to like handshakes too much. It's a good thing you learned that now. Arnie says, why are all of you in this treehouse all alone anyway? No reason, you say quickly before anyone else could answer. Danny immediately turns towards you as he starts to walk in your direction. Clenching his fist as he got closer, you start to back up from him. You keep backing up until you back into William. Whoa, we're surrounding you guys. What are you gonna do? The husbands are about to jump you. You keep backing up until you back into William, who just restrains your arm so you couldn't move. This is some Vampire Diaries moment stuff. Danny got closer to you. You start to tear up from fear. Arnie says, did I mention that Danny hates being lied to? I suggest you tell us the truth, because once his hand gets around your throat, his grip is like a lion's grip on its prey. So he won't let go unless one of you starts talking. Oh my god. All right. Raven yells while in horror at the sight of Danny. Brandon says, we're listening. Raven says, we're here because we just graduated high school and our landlord kicked us out of our home. We didn't have anywhere else to go, so we came here. You didn't know what was more horrific, the fact that Danny doesn't speak or the fact of these random guys saving your treehouse for reasons unknown. Yeah, why do we even care? Like, why are we helping you guys? Like, just gonna, like, completely honest. Like, what's in it for us? Jess, just keep Brandon away from me and we'll be fine. No, not why Brandon? What did Brandon do? Danny almost murdered someone. Why do you want Brandon to stay away from you? Danny did murder. Danny killed a man in front of whatever. Just for your tree, just over your treehouse, and you're okay with that? Whatever. Okay. Anyways, it's settled then. You say while all of you hand in hand walk towards the men. The four men slowly came towards the four of us while Danny still hasn't spoken a word. Danny's just, we're all talking, you guys, and Danny's just, Arnie, you can come live with us. We'll make sure nobody touches this little treehouse of yours. Only if you agree to come live with us. Your cheeks turn a cherry red while Danny starts to pace back and forth. All this time, Danny has said nothing to any of you. Is he really that silent? Your heart stops and your eyes widen as you watch Danny walk behind Raven, putting his hand around her throat with his right hand and pulling her hair back with his left. Whoa! He didn't pull my hair, but we did that for the Skuna Megumi TikTok. Danny and I did that same position. Brandon, looks like he likes one of you. Alex, well, we accept that offer. Can we please get going? It's a little embarrassing, but I'm a little scared of the dark. Wolves start to howl. Now there's wolves? Are we vampires? Hold up. Are we vampires? Because Danny totally just killed someone, like, with ease. And he doesn't seem to really be worried about that. That's like some confidence only vampires would have when killing someone. I hope we're vampires. If not, that's okay. That's fine, you know. Realistic, you know. You all gather your things, preparing to leave before Arnie took a peek at your book. I'm looking at your book. What are you reading? What are you reading, huh? What are you reading? Is it the Spiderwick Chronicles? I stole your book. What are you going to do about it, huh? What are you going to do about it, huh? You quickly get to your feet and try to grab your book from him until you feel Arnie's hand grab your face with a look of anger and lust building in his eyes. He hands the book over to William to put away while still almost staring into your soul. No, I'm not almost staring into your soul. I am staring into your soul. I said, I'll hold on to this for now. Don't make me show you how we deal with brats so soon. Understand? You. I understand. Good girl. I said, good girl. No, sorry. It was more like, good girl. You all grab your things and leave the treehouse. Before 30 minutes could pass by, we arrived at a beautiful mansion. You all look at each other and shrug your shoulders. The gentlemen lead you inside where 3 maids are working to keep the house clean. Arnie walks up to you and takes your jacket and bag. He snaps his fingers. Come on, let's go. And a maid comes walking over to all of you. She just looked at you and gave you a nasty glare. Ignoring you, she turns to Arnie and waits for her orders. Raven. Danny, you're bleeding. Danny just looks down at his wound and shrugs his shoulders as if he didn't care. He's so strange. Danny bleeding out. So, who cares? I'm too edgy to care. What's a little blood? What's a little bit of... I'll just get a blood transfusion later. Who cares? They all show the 4 of you to rooms and all of you settle in. This day started out horrible, but it seems to be slightly better. We'll just go to sleep and try to better understand things in the morning. It was going so terrible when you guys were just in your treehouse and you were chilling, and then Danny and Will and myself and Brandon pulled up and fucking killed someone and then like choked you. Danny pulled someone's hair. I stole your book. And then just for the most part, we were extremely disrespectful. But you like that, so I guess, yeah, your day is going better now. Okay, so I skipped a little part of the next chapter. Basically, Danny kisses the girl, Raven. Danny kisses her. He also speaks to her for the first time. And I'm starting here. Oh, Danny speaks. Oh, wow. Welcome to the party, Danny. I'll give Danny an edgy voice. Who broke this? Danny was pointing to a very large flower vase that had been shattered all over the floor. Now, there's no reason for that. I'm sure whoever broke this vase, do you say vase or vase? Vase sounds more pretentious and fancy, so I will say vase. I'm sure whoever broke this vase couldn't have done it on purpose. You have important matters to attend to. Let's not waste any time on this silly matter, Raven says as she puts her hand on Danny's chest, backing him away from the maids. William. We expect this mess to be gone before we return from the city. Are we clear? You go to get a glass of water when you hear sniffing. Oh. Sniffling. I was like, sniffing? What's going on in there? Slowly opening the door, you see Raven on her bed, crying her eyes out. What happened? You. Why are you crying? She said nothing. She just turned away from you and covered her face. You hear the front door open and quickly make your way downstairs. It was the gentleman. Danny immediately heads upstairs to Raven's room. Fury filled Danny's eyes as he head to Raven's room. As Danny entered Raven's room and Raven saw him, she almost immediately jumped into his arms, crying her eyes out. Raven looks up at him to reveal a blacked eye. Danny was enraged at the sight of it. Before Raven could speak, she saw the maid with the black outfit on and immediately clung onto Danny's arm. It was her, wasn't it? Danny says as he rubs her back to comfort her. Raven just slightly nods her head. As soon as Raven confirmed it, Danny's fury took over. His eyes turned completely black. He rushes to the maid and pins her against the wall with a knife to her throat. Whoa, calm down there, muchacho. Let's not kill people. We need these people to clean our house. Let's not just go killing people. Danny's rage takes over even more as his blade moves closer to the maid's skin. Fury filled his eyes as he stared straight through the soul of the maid. Not gonna lie, that's a little bit hot. That's kind of hot, not gonna lie. Danny, darling, do you want me to kill her? So nice of you to ask, Danny. Oh, what a great boyfriend. I mean, it's kind of complicated. I don't really know. They're not boyfriend and girlfriend yet, but what a polite guy. Raven. No, I don't think that's necessary. At least not now, anyway. Danny sighs at her words and releases his grip on the maid's throat. You immediately jumped right at the maid as Arnie restrains you. You're not going anywhere. I'm gonna kill this bitch. Everyone just wants to kill this bitch. Let me calm her down, Arnie says, as he literally has to drag you upstairs while you're still trying to get to the maid. I just dragged you upstairs. What are you gonna do about it? Nothing. Nothing at all. Arnie is quite literally restraining you upstairs to the point that you have completely tired yourself out. He lets you go long enough to close the door behind him. You've gotten so upset you had turned completely red in the face. Arnie just smiled at you as he gave you a hug. You didn't want him to see how shy and nervous you got. But that's the best part! Raven's eye is swollen, and I'm limping because the one who wears the cute ribbon in her hair, she pushed me down the stairs and I sprained my ankle. Whoa, why do we have these freaking women taking care of our freaking house? They're like assaulting everyone we brought to the house. The next thing you knew, Arnie had quite literally broken the door off of its hinges. 10 out of 10, I would totally do that. Arnie rushed downstairs to the main area where everyone else was. You immediately rushed behind him, wiping your tears as you followed along. Where the hell is she? Arnie's voice echoed throughout the entire house. I went from trying to defuse the situation to then finding that I had my own stake in the matter. And now I'm even worse than Danny. Danny wanted to kill one of them. I want to kill all of them now because they hurt the one that I love. That's amazing. I love it. Let's keep going. Warning, very graphic details, so if you don't want to read this next part, you can skip the next following paragraph. Nah. I'm with it. Within seconds, a gunshot rings out within the house. A single gunshot to her head killed her immediately. Afterwards, Arnie took a meat cleaver. Whoa! And carved the maid's heart right out of her chest. Oh my god. Wow, okay. Arnie then proceeded to open a suspicious set of gates, which soon revealed bloodthirsty lions. He threw the lifeless human carcass into the pit and closed the gates. Where do you guys come up with this stuff? I have ferocious pet lions to dispose of carcasses. What? Very original, though. I love it. Clean this mess, Danny says as he heads to his office. The two remaining maids reluctantly cleaned up the blood that was once their coworker. Oh, jeez. Arnie is still covered in blood as he cleans his gun and blade from earlier. We should get you cleaned up. I'll get a shower going for you, and then I'm going to bed, you say as you pull on Arnie's arm to get him to go upstairs. Arnie, wait a minute. You, yes? Do you think you'd feel better if you slept in my room tonight? You, where will you sleep? I don't want to take over your room. Arnie, well, you can sleep next to me. Only if you want to, of course. You jump into his arms for a big hug, and you don't let go. Arnie just wraps his arms around your waist and carries you to his bed. He takes his shirt off to reveal his abs, and you turn away and blush. Arnie, oh, I'm sorry. Did I make you wet at the sight of me? Oh my god. I was not expecting that. Maybe I should take care of that, yeah? Your heart fills with lust at his words while you try to hide your shyness. May I? Arnie says as he places his thumb at the waistband of your pajama shorts. Yes, is all you can manage to squeak out, letting your guard down for once. Arnie put his hand in your shoe. Whoa. I cannot read this. Trust me, I'll read whatever. I read as much as I could. I covered their mouth. I said, don't be quiet, my love. And then I start to do something. And then you try to talk, but my hand is over your mouth. Like, it's not, I could not get away with saying any of this, so I'm just gonna scroll a little bit. Okay. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna start here. Surely that'll help you sleep tonight, he says. You've fallen for an assassin, and you don't even care. You nod your head as you get under the covers. Arnie joins you and puts his arm around you. Your fate keeps changing every second of every day. Is it really a twist of fate or luck? You didn't want to try to figure it out just yet. Arnie was fast asleep, and you fell asleep right after. What is this sudden twist of fate? Only time will tell. And I'm gonna stop there. Well, first of all, shout out to the person who wrote this. I really appreciate it. It was really cool, really interesting. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it for this video. Please do me a favor and subscribe. or I will put ice cubes in your bed while you sleep. Weekly uploads from now on. I will be posting a video a week on here. I also stream on Twitch if you want to check that out. And yeah, I love you. Thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed. Raven has been crying in her room.